and welcome back to our channel. My name is Hodo.
I'm Cotton.
And we are back with another scenario.
How have you guys all been? We regretted to inform you that we couldn't give you a video on Sunday.
Okay, so basically we did a shoot for something that's
upcoming
for us. And it was so exhausting. The day before,
like, we had a video prepared and it was like ready to go. Then I came home and I couldn't physically bring myself to edit it. I couldn't do it. I was so tired. Yeah, also the video wasn't a great video. We were just faffing around in it for the most part.
It was very hot that day.
Yeah.
It was that hot season, remember?
It was the heat wave. So I just decided that it wasn't worth putting out for you guys because they would have known. You guys would have known that we were just we were
hot and flustered.
Yeah, we were just talking about unrelated things that weren't even related to the scenario. We were talking about Andrew Tate.
Why did we speak about?
I don't know.
Because he's everywhere on our TikTok.
Oh my god! Today I found out that the reason why he's everywhere is basically the you know, his hustle school, whatever it's called, thing that he asked people to invest in is basically a pyramid scheme. So
really?
Yeah, so he's at the top, and then in order for these guys to make money, they have to basically like promote his videos, which is why we're seeing so much of Andrew Tate on our timelines.
Because so he's just started a pyramid scheme.
Basically, I think it's like to do with like how many views these videos get, and his videos tend to do well because he says the most outrageous things. Also, that's what made me realise that him saying outrageous things is a business scheme.
Yeah, it is, because he wants to go viral.
Yeah, and people want him to go viral so that they can get paid.
Yeah.
Smart man.
We've sussed you out.
I love Andrew Tate now. I love him.
Okay, I don't
I'm joking, I don't take that back.
Ew. Yeah. If you can see through the bullshit,
if you can see that it's part of his master plan, which is basically generating money,
then you're like spot on. Do you know what I mean? You don't need that.
It's like how we select the snippets that are the most outrageous. He's basically doing.
Can you stop revealing our plan? But you know what it is? I really enjoy content that's salacious, but I actually enjoy content that's like that's enjoyable. Do you know what I mean? That's actually got quality conversation.
Yeah. It
doesn't even need to, you know, sometimes I'm one of those people that enjoy dumb conversation because it makes me feel like I'm not that stupid. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, I would rather enjoy content and continue to watch that content of people who are just natural and it's like continuous, instead of people that are just constantly pumping out mad fucking shit.
It's usually content that evokes the most emotion. It could be any emotion that tends to go viral. So it could be like an oh my god, or a WTF, or a LOL. Or it could
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. And it's a business move, but sometimes we do that, and sometimes we actually do enjoy having actual combos. Yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy
having the combos, but the snippets we put out are carefully thought
out.
No,
of course,
and you know that.
No, that's true, because that's us being thoughtful of the content.
It's us being
salacious.
Yeah, basically, it's us falling into the trap. But we don't care.
We don't care because we need to make money somehow. But the point is, the actual quality of the content on YouTube, I enjoy.
Yeah, I love the discussion.
Yeah.
So I would say my favourite part of the video is the discussion. However, the snippets are carefully crafted to evoke these emotions in people.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
now that we've done a whole U-turn of everything, are we Andrew Tates?
Are we Andrew Tate? Oh my god.
That's a big question, isn't it?
Oh my god, we're Andrew Tate. We're Andrew Tate.
Friendships with friends who struggle with insecurities related to money. As someone who's recently made a significant amount of money in a very short period of time, well done, most of my friends are still grinding away at their jobs. While I have a few friends who are happy for me, I feel that many of my friends have worsened or grown distant. Topics that aren't directly related to wealth get misinterpreted as having to deal with money, and I can see people being upset, stressed or disappointed at themselves as they compare themselves against me. I've always been generous, but now it feels harder to have people over or treat certain friends to meals. I avoid talking about money at all now, but the reality is I'm proud of my success, and it sucks that I can't share it with anyone except for my wife because it would upset others. How do you handle these situations?
I would suggest perhaps not talking about money with your friends. The whole dynamic of the friendship circle, because of like how this person feels, is now centered on
The
money aspect. And they're ignoring like the good things about the relationships that they have with each other.
I don't think money should be
The focal point of a
of a friendship. That's weird to me. Yeah.
It's just a bit weird. I don't know. I just feel like they've made it weird now.
I think they made him feel awkward. So now I feel like he's looking into it more.
Yeah.
Whenever money is brought up, but also he can't control people's emotions and how they react to his success, even though they should be happy for him and not make him feel awkward. I don't think he can control their reactions. All he can control is the conversation that he has around money.
Or the conversations that he has with them in general, which doesn't necessarily have to be
about money.
Centered on money. So
some people are very awkward about money though. Do you know what I mean?
Well, this is the thing, like this is what I was gonna say. So money is generally quite an awkward, like uncomfortable thing to discuss in everyday life as it is. So why would you constantly
But
keep
what's the
talking about
negative
money?
connotation of money? Are we saying that they feel jealous? Is it like a level of jealousy that they feel this way? Is that what I'm trying to understand is talking about money. So I think you shouldn't turn it into a negative thing. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So it could. But how would? But this is my thing.
It can turn into a negative thing if he feels that they're getting triggered by the fact that he's making more money.
So I think his initial thinking is that his friends should be happy with him for his success, which granted I believe that as well. However, if you can sense that people are a bit uncomfortable about it, leave the money conversations to have with your wife or something. Do you know what I mean? Somebody who shares it with you, or someone that has a vested interest in your money. Like, I don't think, because the thing is, that generally in society people don't tend to talk about money. People don't talk about, like, it's not we don't have open conversations about how much we make, for example. Or
we should though, because that should teach others how much they're getting paid.
We should bust that myth. However, these are not things that people tend to open up about, because I don't know, for whatever reason society has made it so it's uncomfortable to not talk about your wealth. Same way as, you know, it's uncomfortable to talk about who you vote for in general elections. Do you know what I mean?
I don't feel uncomfortable to talk about who I vote for. Someone in my friendship group got money. I feel like, bitch, we're getting lit. Do you know what I mean?
It's like,
it wouldn't be awkward for me. Like, I'm happy for you.
It's not even that. The reason I'm questioning the friendship is because their reaction to, like, conversations about money is causing things like stress, like loads of negative emotions. Yeah.
They're getting triggered.
So I think that, like, we need to get to the root of it.
Issue. And for me, what I'm understanding is that they're getting triggered about the fact that he's making money.
They're not celebrating the fact that he's done so well. They're getting annoyed, they're getting angry, they're getting stressed.
Disappointed.
So that
at themselves.
So then that makes me question the strength of this friendship group.
We got there in the end, didn't we?
Carry on.
He can't control what people get triggered by. They can control that themselves. Secondly, I agree with your point. I think he shouldn't talk about money in the sphere of how they're talking about money.
Because these people seem snaky to me. I'm not gonna lie. They seem weird.
But also, he could turn this around in a positive way for his friends.
So this is what I was thinking as well, on the back of that. So naturally, when somebody tends to do really well...
Advice.
Exactly. Put them on.
Do you know what I mean? Put them on, but also give them advice, share your knowledge, see where things are going. What are they doing? Knowledge sharing brings up a lot of salaries, I'm telling you now. Also skill sharing.
Exactly.
How many times do we all talk about
don't be a gatekeeper.
No, don't be a gatekeeper in your friendship group, I'll tell you that. So I feel like he can spin this in a way that helps his friends out if he feels like that could be a good input that he can have, instead of, you know, kind of backing off.
Because backing off is you basically telling them that
I've been put off.
I've been put by this. Yeah, you guys are dirt. You guys are, do you know what I mean? Proletariat.
Really, and we don't want that, because if these are quality friendships that you've had for a while, and it's very hard to find good friends, I'll be honest. And some people do have some setbacks. You can't control people's insecurities, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're bad people or bad friends.
Yeah,
I've always been generous, but now it feels harder to have people come over or treat certain friends with meals. I avoid talking about money at all now, but the reality is I'm proud of my success.
So, but you don't have to treat your friends to meals, because, like, naturally, as Davide would say, people, when they usually go out with their friends, they tend to split the bill. That's a normal thing that friends do. You don't have to feel like because you've got this money now that you have to go above and beyond to, you know, flash the cash or make sure that people are paid for here and there. Like, you don't need to do that. You just have to move the same way that you've always moved in the friendship.
But I disagree with that a little bit. If we got into a little bit of wealth, like, for me, I'm one of those people that I want to treat people sometimes like the people that I came up with. So what's wrong with him treating his friends once in a while? So, like, if I won the lottery, if it was halal, if I won the lottery, I'd be taking my friends on a nice holiday.
I don't disagree with that.
But it doesn't, I'm not going to be taking them every year on a nice holiday, because I need to keep my money.
Treat the friends. However, what I've learnt is that, you know, if you're very flashy with the cashy, what tends to happen is it can open doors for, I'm not saying friends, but it can open doors for people to take advantage of you and expect, there's an expectation that you should just provide for them all the time. So how would you go about limiting that much exposure? And, you know, do you know what I mean?
I'd be honest, I'd just say,
hun, I'm broke. You can't say hun, I'm broke. No, excuse, don't run no more.
No, I won't say hun, I'm broke. I'd just be like, I'll be honest, I need to keep my money, and the only way to keep my money is to not spend it all. So it's the reality.
Sorry, no more lavish trips.
Do you know what I mean? The flashy people
are the ones that get broke the quickest.
But that's what I'm saying. He needs to really counteract and understand, are these people his real friends? Because that's why people say keep your circle small.
Exactly.
In my opinion, I think you should keep the people that you trust
around you.
Have
you ever seen those things that say, like, people's circles tend to get small the more, like, richer that you get?
I don't understand, because my house is broke. But
yeah, do you know what I mean? I don't understand rich people problems.
I really don't. But I'm trying to view it in the lens that if I did have money, I would keep the friends that I have, unless they showed me that they were bad vibes.
Yeah, that they were bad vibes. Exactly, I agree with that.
Can we just talk about why people don't talk about salaries? Because I recently realised, especially in communities with women and, like, jobs that are quite similar, I think it should be normalised to speak about salaries. Yeah. I know we're going off topic, but, like, I think things like that should happen, because that teaches you what your worth is. Like, what are you getting paid the same as people? Are other people getting paid more than you? Are you doing more and you're getting paid less? Like, you don't know this, and companies often keep it hush hush, you know. I don't understand why you need to have your contract to yourself and your salary to yourself. It's weird to me. I think they do that. I get that, but I think they do that. This is why you shouldn't judge us. Say dumb stuff. Okay? That's the way. You just slowly went, babe section.
Oh god. But yeah, transparency about salaries, come on.
No, I think it's over. I think I said what I have to say. I just think people should be honest. I don't know why we're holding money and salaries to our chest.
If you know transparency about money, and this is me thinking from like this is such a horrible thing that I'm going to say, but transparency.
There's no judgment.
Yeah, right. So I'm nervous. Just can you tell I'm nervous?
You've crossed the body language.
Right. I know. I feel like
now I've got to change with you because I've got to be active listening. Go on.
Right. So I think sometimes a potential reasoning behind why people aren't open about their money is the possibility that it invites more people to ask for money. Now I'm thinking about remittances, for example.
True.
I can't even discuss it. Like.
Can we talk about, and I can't be the only one.
No, I can't.
That when you got your first salary job, that you hid how much you got from your mum.
I had to.
I had to hide.
Are you crazy?
Because they won't leave you.
Half of that bag is going.
It's going
somewhere.
And I still, till this day, sometimes lie about how much I earn.
I do the most when it comes. It's really bad. Wallahi, I thought Ilahi forgive me, yeah, for the things that I've lied about.
Do you think other communities
to not send remittances? You know what my issue is? If you do it once, there's an expectation to continue it. So let's say, for example, somebody asks.
If it's one thing,
somebody asks for a mobile phone. Right. Every time that mobile phone breaks, every issue that happens with that mobile phone, you're going to be the first point of contact.
Is it bad that I just say no? Because I actually can't do it.
No, I think that's quite reasonable. Cost of living, hon. We're suffering. Well, I don't know if I can talk about remittances.
Anyway, I just really genuinely believe
it's just
that
such a sticky topic.
It is a sticky topic, but I think people in this country have hardships. And it might not be
but
the
you know
same.
when the hardship is actually a real hardship, not a materialistic hardship.
No, but
I'm there.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you know what I mean? I'm ready. The sanduq is set up.
I'm trying to say to you is, you've made me laugh so much I've forgotten what I was trying to say. And it was a really good bloody point. Oh,
I'm sorry.
My point is, guys, I feel like if we're thinking about sending money back home, and that is what we've been alluding to this whole time, let's be honest, let's be direct, okay?
That's why people aren't transparent. That's why Somalis
aren't transparent about money. I'm gonna be honest, if I've got the money, I will try my best to support, right? But sometimes people go through hardships in this country which aren't taken seriously back home. Because people obviously think the grass is greener on the other side, and really it's not. We've got an intense crisis with money and living costs in this country, and if I put myself and my, let's say, household first, I am not a bad person, and I should not be judged for that. But there's a lot of guilt and like shaming that comes to not helping. And in my mind, I think I get that. But also, you've got to put yourself first. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, like I just honestly.
I don't like
to put your shoe on the other
psychological. No, but I get that, and I think if you are open and transparent with yourself and the things and charities and things that you do to help and support people, that's fine. You know what you do. Do you know what I mean? No one can ever. No, like charity should be behind your hand, like your hand should be behind your back. No one should see what you're giving and doing. But if you can't do something because you're trialed in your own life and you're being shamed for not doing it because people think you're living this cushy life, but really you've got like massive debts, yeah? That's not fair. Like, no one should make you feel that guilty. I'll be honest with you.
Honestly, I'm going through it at the moment.
May Allah put you at ease.
I mean.
And also, this is what me and Colton also talk about. Money, the concept of money is like you should always think about it as abundance. Is that what you said?
Abundance mindset. I think basically, if you think about wealth as being something that is infinite, basically, that it's attainable, that, you know, having £1 million in your account can be done, sort of thing, rather than limiting yourself to like, I don't know, £1,200.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
I just think that the way you think about money changes, and I think you'd be more kind of like, even you'd want to give more, because you just think it's okay, wealth is abundant, money comes, money goes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I went through a rabbit hole of TikTok yesterday, like religious TikTok, nothing random, and it put me through. I was reading loads of stuff about like interest and riba and all that stuff, but I was thinking about the concept of barakah in money, and it really made me think. Back when I was at uni, I used to receive like a £300 bursary that used to get me through life, and I used to be able to do a lot. Do you know what I mean? And there was and I felt like there was barakah in that money. And there was times where I wasn't working and I used to get money from Allah. I don't know where the money came from. I'm not saying Allah physically gave me,
but it just comes.
But the money came, my rizq came to me. That's what I'm trying to say. Like the money came, and I was surviving on minimal amounts of money. And then I thought about once I had like a really, alhamdulillah, good salary job, and I'm struggling. I thought, what's wrong with this? Like, what's going on? Obviously, responsibilities get increased and blah blah blah. But once you need to constantly like make dua that Allah should put barakah in your money.
Should I tell you the best time to give sadaqah is when you are struggling with money, because the return on that sadaqah investment, when I say to you, money comes from the sky, literally, like I'm not even joking, comes from the sky. It's in your account, and you're like, whoa,
what happened?
What happened?
And that's just like the barakah. What is barakah in English? We need to do a little thingy here.
Blessing.
Yeah,
blessing.
Just blessing being put on your money is actually amazing.
Yeah.
And sometimes if you think about it, I now have to like constantly reignite this dua in my head where I have to be like, oh Allah, please put barakah in my money. So it just becomes more abundant, so you don't feel like you're struggling.
Yeah, and it won't go quickly. Like
exactly.
Like sometimes you feel like you're spending money super quickly, and then you're like, is this
where's this gone?
Yeah,
is it because there's like
no barakah in my money?
Is there interest coming from somewhere? Like what is happening? We don't know. Be positive about money. Don't be weird about money. Don't be awkward. Try and support the people that you can do. Try and give as much as you can. Yeah, that remind us to us first. And hopefully things work out. And to this guy,
it's not that deep.
It's not that deep. Do you know what
I mean? What you know what's so crazy, Hodo? You can get rich and Allah can just take it away from you like that. So you know what? Treat people how you want to be treated. At the end of the day, money is fleeting. Life is fleeting. Think about the bigger picture. Think about the akhirah. And on that lovely note,
we out.
No one does the dab.
No one does this.
Everyone's doing.
Remember when Ovi used... Yeah, that's what Ovi used to do. And what was that called? The woe.
The woe. Is it called the woe?
Yeah, it's called the woe.
The woe. Yeah. Well, what's another one that people do?
Yeah,
so it's your finger. It doesn't bend. Oh. There we go.
Woo! My heart is better than... My side of the heart was better than yours. It's your weird finger. Look.
It's on here. It's a straighten out.
Bye guys.
Bye guys. We love you.